Hi everyone, welcome to another Beatles Finds video, and for this particular video, I've got a good amount of stuff here in one pile here. Different kinds of things to show you, okay? And to start with, I'm going to go for this, which is kind of like stretching it as far as a Beatles item is concerned. It is a CD that I picked up from a Beatles tribute band called the Fab Four. It's called Hark, and as you can see, it's done in the style of the American Help album. This album has Christmas songs on it, done in a Beatles style. I'd heard a bunch of tracks from this once upon a time, and I thought if I ever see this, I have to get it. And recently I was at a Fab Four show, and there they had it in the merchandise booth. So I said, okay, I'm going to go for it. And there are the songs, if you want to freeze them, if you can see them. Yeah, they have the Beatles style, and it's very cool, very fun for the Christmas season. But what I'm going to do here is just give it a little open, because I haven't opened it yet, and all I really want to do here is take a gander at the CD itself. So let's do that here. And we'll produce the CD, or better yet, will we produce the CD? You know what, I'm going to take the whole shrink off this, okay? Glad I did, because it opens up, and that's very nice. They duplicate the scene from the opening of the film Help with their images on there, the guys from the Fab Four. And the disc is in a pocket there, and very nice. It's done in the Capitol Records classic style. We're going to be showing Capitol Records here. I am, rather. I'm going to be showing some Capitol Records here, among other things. So let's stay tuned here. All right, next up, I was at my record store today, and when I got out of the record store, I was walking to my car, and I happened to see a truck where there was a guy trying to sell records. One of the records that he had in that pile that he was selling to the record store, was a copy, original German Hard Day's Night, but the problem is the record was warped and scratched. The records were beat to hell, and really there was no need for the store owner to buy them. But on the truck, he also had this, which the store owner did not want to purchase. And I thought it was really nice, showing different images of John Lennon, this plate. And I figured this would be nice to display in here, or when I get my next bigger place. So yeah, this is really nice. Commemorative to John Lennon by Susie Morton, R.J. Ernst Enterprises. And that was a nice little pickup that I didn't expect as I was leaving the store. But before I left the store today, I came across this, which looks like a regular, typical Revolver album, particularly US. But it's not. What this is a Revolver album from Venezuela, okay? And it's in stereo. And the only real differences on the cover, of course, are, you can see there, side 1 on the top, side 2 over there, the way it's, oops, there it is, the way it's not English, okay? Not in great shape. I got this pretty cheap because it's not in the best of shape. Now, here's the Odeon label, and I played it just to hear what it sounded like in the store, because it wasn't really the best quality. It was okay. It sounded good, surprisingly. But I noticed one thing. The labels were reversed. Side 1 is side 2, and side 2 is side 1. The labels are an anomaly. They're flip-flopped. So I got it anyway. The price was right. All right, now, next item up is a US first press, I guess, of Meet the Beatles. I have several copies of Meet the Beatles already in nice condition. This one is in pretty decent shape. The cover, that is, it's in pretty decent shape. There are some imperfections. They're really not that noticeable, but there are some imperfections. But the reason I got this, there's the blue inner sleeve, capital sleeve, is because the people who owned this and the next record I'm going to show you after this, they were an older couple. They bought these, I guess, originally when they came out in the 60s. And the quality, and I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice here. Excuse me. Don't know if the camera's going to do this justice, but I'm telling you, there's no spindle wear on there. The label's beautiful. And it does have the ASCAP and that stuff. So don't, it's not a rare press or anything. But that it doesn't show good here. Trust me when I tell you that the naked eye here, this thing looks like it has never been played except for a little white speck of dust there. Not supposed to. Don't touch your records. You're not supposed to put your oil from your fingers on your. Don't worry, it's okay. But anyway, I know you're not supposed to do that, but I cleaned it at the record store anyway. This thing, I played it. Not a sound, not a surface sound on it. It's like it just came out of the shop. I don't think they played this much since 1964, to tell you the truth. And next up, we have another one from the collection of these two older people. And it's Beatles 65, same deal. The record is like immaculate, never played. That's the reason I bought these. Now, this is not perfect. It's less perfect than the other one, in fact. See that? There's a slight split there, seam split. Yeah, but I have Beatles 65 up there several times in great shape. But man, again, how much you can see, I don't know. But boy, this looks great. Again, looks like it's unplayed. Really nice. I sampled both of these at the record store and they sound day one. So, 9 times out of 10, I just pass on this stuff because it's the same kind of stuff that I've gotten already, and you see these all the time. At least you see them all the time around the areas where I live, But mint like that, unplayed, hardly. Okay, next up we have something I picked up just because of the beauty of it. A sealed copy of the Beatles story. And it says here that it's a 70s press, probably 1970s press. It's just beautiful. It looks nice. Look, this record is very controversial. Most diehards will tell you that this album is not really worth listening to these days because it's very, very simple, very basic about the history of the Beatles. Not really anything that, you haven't known already. But you got to take this for when it came out. In 1964, when the Beatles were first hitting America, this gave a little bit of information. And you got to remember, the Beatles story was not as overtold and retold and retold back then. So originally, this was pretty good in the States when it first came out. Next up, wow, I wonder if I should even show this. I don't know. I don't really want to take this out of here. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, folks. It's a copy of Milk and Honey, John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Japanese. You can see it's got the Obi strip on it there. It's nice, good shape. Inside, it has, a mint record, and it has the insert, inside. I just don't feel like opening this one as a whole. It's a self stick here, and I don't really want to do it. So, sorry about that. Okay, next up, I have something from Paul McCartney. I'm going to just fix something here, take the sticker off here. Okay, this is something I might have already, I'm not sure, but this was really like in mint shape. This is an unofficial record. It's called Cold Cut. Some people say they think this came from the Paul McCartney Club Sandwich, a sanctioned release from a McCartney fan club. I don't believe so. Even though it says Club Sandwich down there, this really was a nice shape, and I figured, I'm pretty sure I got this already, but why not? There are, tracks that you don't usually get, rare tracks that, have come out, a lot of them on bonus editions of Paul's stuff. Okay, and I'm just going to show you the record before we say see you next time. It says right on the record, Club Sandwich, Cold Cuts. I hope this comes out. I really want Paul to do like a real box set that has all his rare recordings, even if they've already appeared as extras on the archives editions. I want a box with just nothing but the odd stuff, oddball stuff. That's what I want. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.